Are we good? Okay, we are back in open session, and the next item is possible action on items arising out of closed session. And Brian, I think Alder Moore would like to make the motion, but she'd like the language from you.
The motion language would be to authorize staff to purchase the San Damiano property for a purchase price of $8.6 million
Right,
per the terms of the counteroffer.
right. That would be correct. That would be my motion.
Okay, who said they
Second.
made the second? Kathy's making the second. Any further questions? Comments, anything? Okay, hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Moore,
Aye.
Alder Goforth,
Aye.
Alder Wood,
Aye.
Alder Coor,
Aye.
Alder Thomas,
Aye.
Alder Groupie.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you all. We're on an exciting journey. Next item is reports of committees, commissions, etc. I will start from the bottom. Alder Thomas,
No report.
Alder Wood.
Parks Board had a special meeting last week to discuss the Stonebridge Park concept plan. It was a really good meeting, very well attended. I think we had 27 people on the Zoom, and made some substantial changes to the plan, but still retained the core of it. So it was, really excellent. We were going to have a Parks Board meeting this week. That's been postponed now to the 17th. And that's it.
Okay, Alder Coor,
No report.
Alder Moore,
No report.
Alder Goforth.
Yeah, I was going to say Landmarks was happy to be a part of the Stonebridge conversation and looking forward to making some headway on the pagoda. Our meeting was canceled for this week as well, so we'll be meeting again in October.
Okay. Alder Groupie.
Transit Committee meets tomorrow at 6:30 and Sustainability Committee meets on Thursday at 6:30. So we're just going all nights. Let's do this thing.
Okay. Attorney Cole, do you have any announcements to make?
No, Mayor, nothing to report.
City Clerk?
Absentee ballots are requests are going through the roof here, and we are ballots are due out by September 17th. So we are preparing and getting envelopes ready, mailing ready. Unfortunately, WEC, the Wisconsin Elections Commission, did send out a letter. It is fortunate that they did, to voters offering them the option to vote by mail, vote in absentee ballot. However, they based their numbers, their mailing list on people who had a request in by June 30th. And so we had 2 months worth of people who are now calling us saying, I already did put in a request. So it's creating an issue. And also there are two sort of pending issues. I don't know if I'd call them lawsuits exactly, about people who want to be on the ballot. And so the ballot could be printed and then changed. So we are kind of in a limbo state, but we are going to go forward based on what we know now. And we do need to get those ballots out on time. So that's what we're going to do. We're getting extra help from the community, and it's pretty awesome.
So Joan, just to clarify, if people did apply for an absentee ballot after June 30th, you're planning on sending them one, right? Even
Absolutely,
though
yes. They've already got a request in and they're ready to go. They should check their status on My Vote Wisconsin, that website. But people are having difficulty doing that. They're calling us, so.
Okay.
Can I ask Joan
Okay.
another question about,
Sure.
Joan, I know that there are numerous states that have changed their laws to enable the absentee ballots to be processed in advance of election day, even though they won't be tabulated. that they would be processed in advance, anticipating that there's going to be so many, and I know that we normally can't do that. Is there any move at the state level for potentially for to enable that to happen?
State statute does not say we cannot do it. However, Wisconsin Elections Commission wants us to not do that.
Okay,
However, we'll do what we need to do.
okay. Thank you.
City Administrator Gatto, do you have anything to?
Nothing additional to add.
Okay. I've just got a couple of things. Remember, I think you all got Mark's email about upcoming committee of the whole meetings. The capital budget ones will be September 24th and 29th, operating October 20th and 21st, all starting at 6 p.m. I spent several hours last week, Mark and Brian and I did meeting individually with each department head about their capital budget requests, and I'm in the process of seeing where we can make some cuts there. But you should be getting those books out, my capital budget proposal, probably about a week before the first meeting on the 24th. So you have some time to look through it. Brian and I and Alder Groupie met with some folks from Nehemiah last week to do some initial planning on what's going to happen with what they'll be providing the city. And they're going to be, I don't know if they've started quite yet, but they're going to be starting their assessment by doing some interviews with city staff to start with. And we also talked about some potential dates for the first listening session, which will be sometime, most likely the second week of October. We've got two options, so they're still confirming. I spoke with former UW Police Chief Sue Reisling earlier today to get an update on what's happening with her investigation of the Arrowhead Drive incident. And she is still interviewing. They spent all last week interviewing various people. They still have a couple more interviews to do. And they're also doing a lot of research on the various types of training that the officers have received. So we agreed to connect in another couple of weeks and see where things are there. I think, I'm looking through my list here. I think that's everything. I did listen in on the Stonebridge discussion, and I too thought it was really good, really a lot of great participation from everyone involved. So maybe it's good to just keep doing those things on Zoom. I don't know, but it was a good one. So. We have one appointment, Terry Whelan as an election inspector. So is there a motion to approve the appointments?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Appointments are approved. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Mayor, can I make one quick announcement?
Sure.
I got my DMV license plate renewal form yesterday and noticed that it has the City of Madison wheel tax on it for a Monona resident. So that's a $40 wheel tax.
You had the wheel tax on it, really?
I did. And it also had the Dane County wheel tax on it. But, I'm right across the street from Madison. So it took me about an hour of being on hold and calling around. It is an error on those forms. So if Monona residents have the City of Madison wheel tax on your license plate renewal, you have to call this phone number, 608-264-7447. That's 264-7447. They don't reissue another payment stub, but when you send it in, just deduct the $40 and they have that change recorded on their end, supposedly. We'll see. Let's see how mine goes.
Wow, because we checked into that when they first instituted that tax, and they said, oh no, even if it says Madison, because some people it says Madison on their registration, but they have other ways that they can tell it's not. And so apparently that isn't always true. Thank you.
Mine clearly said Monona on it and it still had that tax. So
Wow.
yeah, watch out for that.
Okay, well, that's some good news for staff to know too then, Brian. I imagine we'll be hearing from some people about that.
I emailed all those details to Joan today.
Great. Anyone have anything else? Okay, is there a motion? Pardon?
I just said thank you all.
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Is there a second? All in favor, say aye.
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 We are adjourned.
Have a good night, all.
Thank
Night.
you.